Chad Lippert's here from D.A. Davidson, and we're talking about this week's stock market news, but we're going to focus first on yesterday. Sounds like U.S. stocks finished a little higher yesterday.
They did. We were up 182 points yesterday on the Dow Jones to close at 27,674. The NASDAQ and S&P were also higher, and the S&P and the Dow finished at all-time highs. So really a big day yesterday in the markets. Of course, the focus has continued to be U.S. and China and rolling back some of those tariffs, and that is what drove the market yesterday, of course, higher.
And what is it that investors can expect today?
Well, the market this morning, the pre-market trading looks like we may open relatively flat this morning, according to the futures, as investors continue to weigh how much of this trade deal is actually going to happen. And so with that, we're seeing the market opening relatively flat this morning, Victoria.
And I hear that new contribution limits have been announced for next year. So what can you tell us about those?
That's exactly right. They just made this announcement yesterday, so we just got this kind of hot off the press. Traditional IRA and Roth IRA contribution limits will remain the same, and so that's $6,000. And if you're over age 50, that's an additional $1,000 catch-up contribution. And then for those of us that have retirement plans for our work, so a 401k, 403b, 457 government plan, all of those through our employers. Employees are allowed to put in a little bit more in 2020 than they could in 2019. This year it was $19,000, and next year it'll go to $19,500 is the max. Plus, if you're over age 50, you can put in an additional $6,500 catch-up contribution. So a total of $26,000 for those over the age of 50. So we can really put a lot away if we choose. Gifting limits, you can gift up to $15,000 per person in 2020. So for a married couple, they could gift to a child up to $30,000 without having to file a gift tax return. And they also increased the estate plan limit as well for estate taxes to $11.58 million per person. So most of us don't have to worry about paying estate tax.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah,
Have a good weekend. We'll be right back after the break.